I'm Jim Bunny.
I'm B.
I'm Tony B.
And we are
The
Groupchat Live.
Hey, y'all.
Hi, guys.
Hi, guys. Soon we're going to replace that with our real song.
Yeah, and then y'all gonna hear us and y'all be like, hey.
You know,
And then y'all gonna go on
book us.
Spotify and play us. Y'all should book us so y'all
And then we're going to
open
start
it.
doing shows.
Yeah. Opening egg. We got one song. We ready. Choreography, outfits. We ready. Book us today.
Aesthetically, we always been ready.
Yeah, okay. I agree.
I got to just work on my breath control. Because it's real hard to sing and
then
dance.
when we get the budget, we're gonna hire Tiana Taylor so she can help us.
Oh, no, she's done wonders for Summer Walker.
Summer Walker looks good. That's why Lotto looks good.
Summer Walker don't be looking lost on stage no
y'all,
more.
Tiana, if you hear this, if you see this, fuck this bitch. We want you, fam. Come help us. Come fuck with us. Get us off of death row. Come help us. And we not signing no 360 deal. We not signing no 360. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. We Megan fans over here. Shout out to Megan.
Congratulations.
Big Meg. Stand on them hoes. And Nikki psychotic.
So was it just a distribution deal or like is she
she got
signed?
one of her distribution and now she owns her publishing to all her she owns all her masters in publishing.
Okay, good for her.
Megan Thee Stallion yesterday.
You know, I was a real hard
That's how you
barb.
come back. That's your
At
big
one
bag.
point in my life, I was a real hard barb, you know. In the college, you remember me?
Yeah, we used to
I was rooming, okay? But I don't know. Nikki is off her rocker right now. It's just, she's on another level.
Luthi, that is what you call spiraling, guys. Spiraling. When the old bitches can't
She
handle
said she's not on cocaine.
young
no more,
hoes.
so I don't know.
That's why.
Is she an old bitch,
Why
really?
you young hoes don't
She
ever
really
turn
an
into
old
an
bitch?
old hoe. You young hoes don't be a young dumb hoe and turn into an old dumb hoe. Stay up on your shit. Nikki's scared of Megan. She's scared of her success.
I don't know, but I know that she's been behaving like this because I'm doing something with my job, with the kids I have, where we're looking at different things celebrities say that, and we have to see how inappropriate it is and how appropriate it is.
Oh,
and so one of the things is Nicki Minaj calling out Miley Cyrus, saying that she want to fight her at the MTV VMAs in 2017. I was like, Nicki been off her rocker. She's been off her
When the
rocker.
Mariah Carey stuff on was it American Idol and they got into it on there, her and Mariah Carey. Nikki fam, tap in, bro. Tap back in, fam. Y'all, it's been so much going on. We got so much to talk about, but we got us a guest with us today. So before we get into it, we want to welcome you to the chat. Let them know who you are.
My name is Ron, and that's all I have to say.
Why did we all leaned in like...
Y'all, we told y'all this year that we gonna tap into some different industries. And while we're here, I'm so excited because this somebody that's in my type of industry. And he is in the cannabis industry. And so we brought him in. He is a Black-owned business. And so we wanted to explore the side. If you in Texas, if you in Houston, you've recently seen a pop-up of Black dispensaries in the city. So we want to take a deep dive in, get to know who he is. And y'all know we only going to be in the business for a little bit because we want to be in his business later.
Actual business.
Yeah. So tell us about your business. Introduce your business to our audience.
My name is Ron. I'm the owner of Sir Ron Pierre. It's a cannabis company here in Houston. I sell cannabis products. I sell edibles, smokables. I also have another line that's catered to animals, which is my CBD product.
Your dog needs it.
Yeah.
Your dog
They told me to get him some edibles. My dog is autistic.
Yes,
So he needs some calming things.
He
So
does.
I got some snacks for him.
one of our cousins, she suggested me to get him some edibles to try.
I wouldn't give him no edibles, but I give him a CBD snack for sure.
I'm interested.
Oh,
For sure.
okay, we're going to get into that.
I'm interested.
Okay, so how long you been in the industry?
I've been in the industry for 3 years. In August will be my 4th year. I'm excited. I'm making moves, doing things, trying to get my products out to the city, to the world, because I'm not just citywide. I'm trying to get nationwide. So I'll be one of those Black success stories that you read about in the Forbes.
What made you want to do
And he was
this?
on our podcast first.
What made me want to do it? I was in my own business at one time. It was like a government medical business, and COVID hit. And so when COVID hit, it killed it. And I had this money to invest, and I was talking with one of my friends who's a very rich man. He was giving me all types of advice on what to do with my money. And he suggested liquor business. He suggested all kinds of businesses. But
Black-owned liquor companies.
Yeah, like the Hemp Highway. That's one of them. But he mentioned cannabis. But he mentioned CBD first, and I was like, I'm not trying to do CBD. CBD flooded in the industry. Everybody's doing CBD. But there's another product out there called Delta 8, which is a hemp form of smokable marijuana, which gets you high. So I looked into that. I didn't believe it at first because me, myself, I drank. I tried to stop, but I can't. But I tried it one day at a club.
Oh, wow.
Because a lady was passing out chocolate.
Yeah. And you just...
I don't like that. It gives coke vibes to me.
Yeah.
It gives cokes. It gives
coke to me. It gives...
It does.
Lace with...
It gives me coke at like Woodstock, and they're passing out drugs and shit.
Oh no, I had
afraid.
I had to pay for it. She was a
you
business.
gotta set it up.
I thought she was going around serving people.
Yeah, me too.
Because we done been at the club and seen it.
Yes.
I'm sure.
Seen it.
I have too. But I bought some chocolate from her, and I messed around and took too much. And I was high for like 3 days.
May the Lord be with you.
Wow.
But I was like, this stuff works. This stuff works. So
can you explain? Okay, so I'm a smoker. Y'all already know I'm an old school smoker. I don't like them papers. Give me a white owl. Give me some good weed. Y'all be talking about all this extra stuff. I just like a good, like after a long relaxing day, that's what I like. So can you explain the difference in THC, CBD, and then what's the difference?
And the hemp.
Yeah, like the hemp.
so
Like,
many
so break it
names.
down. So explain to our audience. Because some of us just know we smoking some weed. We know what's gas, we know what's Reggie, and we know what's straight.
This is the weed episode.
I'm glad y'all asked me that question because that's something that I'm always talking about with my clients that come to me when I'm doing pop-up shops, when I'm just out at the clubs trying to promote my business. A lot of people will be like, is this real weed? And I'm like, yeah,
it's true though.
Is it synthetic? Is it synthetic? And
Or is it cut with stuff?
And I'm glad that people ask me that because I get the opportunity to educate the public. And cannabis and hemp and marijuana are related. They're all the same.
Okay.
The only difference between hemp and cannabis is the threshold in the THC levels. Your marijuana plant or cannabis plant has different components in it. And the components are called THC, CBD, CBG, CBN. It's a list of components, right?
Okay.
It's not just one component. So when you're someone who likes to smoke the gas, you usually have a higher THC count. So if you've been to Cali,
is it like a numeric thing? Because someone told me something about 11, and then if it's like 11 or more, that means that it's illegal, or that's the kind that's illegal.
So in America, you have two types of legalities. You have the...
I love that. I love that word.
You have the 0.3%, and then you have above 0.3%.
Okay.
So 0.3% is what's legal here in Texas.
Okay. That's what... Okay.
Anything above 0.3% is like your Cali, your Oklahoma, your Washington, your Vegas. So that's the difference, but that's not what gets you high. That's what gets you psychosis. So if you seen Friday, you seen Smokey in the pigeon coop.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's when you've had too much THC.
That was me.
Okay, we're gonna start with our. She said that was.
No, but go ahead and explain the difference. I want to learn the difference.
This is starting to make sense.
For sure.
This is making sense about what happened with us. So you can have too much THC.
Oh yeah.
But how do you? Okay, like if we not there when they like making a product, how do you know you're having too much?
Or also, what those different components that you said make up the weed? What is the difference between them?
Oh, they all have their own like medical benefits to it, right?
Yeah,
CBD, right? CBD does not get you high, right?
it doesn't.
What does it do then?
It helps with your neurological
Yes.
issues. It's like a medicine, if you will. When you separate the CBD from the marijuana plant, you're just using the healing factors of the plant.
Yes.
Because it does heal us.
Somebody told us
Oh,
to use that
really?
for my grandpa when he had dementia.
Oh,
that
for
we
sure.
could have gave it to him as instead
The
of giving him
CBD,
CBD, like give him like oils for his body
Mhm.
and different stuff, and it would help us. It's more holistic.
For sure.
So when you see somebody and it says like cannabis, we gonna think of that medical, right?
Well, when you see somebody that says CBD, you would just think medical. When you see
Okay.
somebody that says cannabis, it could be the Cali or it could be the Texas. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So, and what is hemp?
Hemp is just another name, another name that the government gave the legal weed.
Are they all
Okay.
grown the same way?
Oh yeah, they smell the
So
same.
it's like
they
a
look
medical-
The
So
same.
how
medical-
you know if it's all grown the same and smell the same? How you know it's gonna be higher?
Because they genetically made hemp.
So genetically modified. It's fake weed, like synthetic.
It's not fake weed. It's not synthetic. It's just it's like how
They
you see.
tweak it.
It's like
I
how you
thought
see
that
a
was a
flower. It's
rope.
like how you see a rose. You know, the rose is red.
Yes.
It's not yellow. They
Oh, they make yellow roses. They
Right,
make blue
exactly,
roses. They make.
exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, that
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, for me, like
Mhm.
I'm a person, I like to just do one thing. What would that be equivalent to?
What do you mean?
Like just smoking like a regular like sweet. That's like
Oh,
THC. What level is it?
So the THC that you like to smoke, you may have like it depends on where you get it from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So usually you'll see levels of anywhere between 20 to 80%. You'll never see anything above 80, or you'll never see 100%. You'll only see 100% in a tincture, like an oil.
Yes.
And
People tell them people about that.
Let me
tell
tell you,
people about that.
I really don't want to tell you about it because I had a bad. I was smoking in a pigeon coop when I had
Oh, no.
had that. Oh yeah.
so what you
That's
ate the, you
oil.
drank the
You-
oil?
No,
Oh, you
you put
dipped
on-
it?
I had somebody put it
Dip
on
it?
the sweet.
Yeah,
The first time I
Nah.
went, they put it inside,
So
and
what
I
you
know for a
happened?
fact I saw none.
What
I
happened?
seen
It was a
You
drop.
none.
had some diverse
Oh, you had
experience
some
with
drops on
weed
your
that I don't
tongue?
know nothing about.
Because it was like
no.
it was like a pin.
He dropped it on his
I
tongue.
went.
know what
we
you're talking
went.
about.
It was like having a pin. It looks like honey, and it was like I thought about it like pollen from a plant, and so they put it in there, and I was like, oh, okay, it's fine. I know I saw nuns.
That might have
did.
been what
I
B
saw
had
a
when you saw the
nun.
devil. That might have been what you
I
had
know
when you
for a fact
when
I
you
seen
saw the
nuns
devil.
outside.
That
That's
devil
why
was
I
chasing
don't
me.
play. That's why I'm always like just get. I seen them nuns outside that apartment singing. I know for a fact.
She saw the devil chase. She was so scared the devil was chasing her. She
Yeah,
was
I had-
hiding in my closet. She was scared.
So
I didn't see the devil, but I saw the trees, and the trees were waving at me, and I was driving to the stove
I knew we
to go get me something to drink because I had cotton mouth, and I couldn't drive anymore, so I parked my car and walked home.
See,
Parked
that's
it,
why I
and
don't-
so you never made it to the store.
I never made it to the store.
I'm just trying to figure it out. You know what
So,
I'm
okay, here go my question. Are you a person that feels that this is something of leisure? Are you a person that's like, okay, this is an everyday capacity? How do you like suggest? Like, be not a person that she just can't handle it.
Mhm.
Like, I'm literally a person that I just don't want her to touch nothing
Mhm.
because she can't handle it. Would you
And
think
we're gonna
she's
talk
more
about the dosage in
of
just a
a?
second.
Do you think she's more of she needs to just know her doses, or is it that what she's intaking?
So everybody has a different endocannabinoid system, and
Mm,
that
love
system, that system is what you can determine that's gonna get your if you're sensitive to cannabis or not. It's just like your liver when you're drinking alcohol. You know how some people get drunk like that. Some people can drink all day. It's the same thing. So if you are a sensitive endocannabinoid system type of person, you don't need much. You can just take 2 puffs, or you need to microdose your gummies.
Yeah, they told me in college when I was smoking with them because it would make me trip out and think about all kind of
It
stuff.
was the
Yeah,
worst.
but y'all was like, you're not smoking the right kind. You just need to try a different kind.
Yeah.
And it really is your tolerance
Yeah,
level
for
and
sure.
how sensitive your system
sure.
is.
I can tell the difference being that, from, because I'm 35 now. So my 35 to what I've had, you know, when I was probably like 26, 27, I can tell the difference. Now I can tell the difference. I can tell the weather difference.
Oh, yeah.
I know the type, you know, that difference. Do you think it's just because of the state of the global like warming? Do you think it's just because it's so many different types are coming into the state? Or what do you think like the state of it is now?
That's an interesting question because, you know, technology advances things, right?
Yes.
So the growers can duplicate the climate that's best for the plant to give the most potency on those components I told you about.
Yes.
So, for example, at some point in time, I'm going to start growing, but I have to have a closed climate in order to produce the best yield.
So you have to control it.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like how high at your house.
for sure.
It's gonna be like how high.
Oh yeah,
Do you want to grow in Texas?
I'm going to grow in Texas.
So is it not? Is it not legal, or is it legal to grow?
That's the difference between hemp and marijuana.
I'm so confused.
How did you get so knowledgeable on this subject?
So you have to do your research and read, of course.
Yeah.
The laws in Texas.
Yes.
What Texas is doing.
And your experience.
Not only that, but my mom is a medical doctor, so I picked her brain a lot because the medical industry uses a lot of marijuana.
I do.
They got this pill called Marinol, and it's weed in the pill. See, y'all don't know that because y'all don't work in the medical industry and y'all don't know these things at the
Is
medical
it the same?
industry.
Does it give you the same effect as the edible?
Nah, this is much more strong.
And what is it for?
Is it like a pain? Like a muscle
pain?
relaxant? Like how would you get
Well,
diagnosed with it?
Well, so they use it for people that have severe AIDS and people that have severe cancer. So if you in the hospital and you need an appetite and you try not to be in pain so much, it helps with your appetite and of course it helps with your pain.
Wow.
I have glaucoma, and they told me that I could smoke, get a card to smoke. Is
You
that
could.
Yeah.
You could.
So how do you want to go? I'm this why I feel like the more they legalize it, almost as though like it takes away the judge to it. The more it's legalized here,
You think it's
not
gonna be
as good.
weaker?
I feel like it takes away the
I don't
component
think so,
of it.
Tony, because it's legal in LA, and that shit was very, very potent.
Do we want to tap into our story?
No, I want to know about milligrams first. And
Oh, yes, yes,
microdosing.
tell us. Yeah,
So
I
what
know.
does
For
microdosing
sure.
mean?
Yes.
Microdosing means when you go and you get a gummy,
Yes.
whether it's a Delta 8 gummy or a Delta 9 gummy. The
Is this Delta?
Yeah, like we don't know that. We
What
just
is
know
Delta
if we
mean?
just
Well, that's
pick
the
the
sign.
flavor.
That's a scientific name of marijuana.
Oh.
So you'll see Delta 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way up to 10.
Wow.
Delta 9 is what you get on the street
Mm.
or in
wow.
Cali. Delta 8 is what's legal here in Texas.
Okay.
And all the other ones, like if it goes smaller, they're not as strong.
Yeah, so if you do Delta 7 through 1, you're not going to produce or enhance feeling.
Okay.
What's the highest you can go?
Delta 9
9?
is going to give you the most enhanced feeling. Delta 8 is next, then Delta 10.
Oh, so there is a Delta 10.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
I think that's what we had for my birthday.
I think
So
it
then
is,
how does
because
the
my heart was
microdosing
beating
work?
fast.
So the microdosing works like this. You have a gummy, right? And every gummy has a milligram.
Yes.
So we're just going to do an example for like Delta 8. So Delta 8, you'll see some Delta 8 gummies, 50 milligrams.
Oh, we saw that on the pic. It said 80.
It said 80. That's still, that's below 50. It's probably like 30 or 35 per
So what
gummy.
we seeing on the pic's not really what it is.
That's
It's
a whole
a
pack.
total. It's a
That's
total.
a whole pack,
It's
yeah.
combined.
Oh, that's not what we're always thinking.
That's how much is in one gummy.
Mhm.
So that means we could take more than one.
It depends.
I don't know about that.
It depends. It depends on your threshold. It depends on your tolerance. So, for example, if you wanna microdose, you're gonna have to cut that gummy in quarters. Yeah.
Oh, that's what that means.
So cut it in 4 quarters. Take that 1 quarter. Wait. Don't make the mistake and be like, it's not working. It's not working. Because I know we all have stories like that where you be like, oh, bam, I'm gonna take another one. Bam, I'm gonna take another. Bam, I'm gonna take another one. And next thing you know, you
I was
seeing.
hallucinating.
She was, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, you may go outside and start cutting the grass with a pair of scissors.
Or
Getting
or becoming a chicken.
yeah, and take your clothes off and run around the house.
We gonna tell, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That make a lot of sense because that's literally what happened because the effect wasn't coming fast enough.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused. So you're saying like if you see that number on the pack, if it says 80 milligrams,
It don't matter.
That means that's for the whole package, not for one piece of candy.
So when you see, like, let's say for example, so one of my products has 1,000 milligrams. It says 1,000 milligrams, but it's 10 gummies. So
Okay.
yeah,
So each one of them is 100.
right.
So what's considered high?
High?
Yeah,
It
milligrams.
It
Because
depends
I know
on,
someone that can only do 10 milligrams versus someone that could do 50 milligrams.
So here's the difference. You got to know if they're using Delta 8 or Delta 9. Because the ratio for Delta 8 and Delta 9 is different.
Mm-hmm.
1
we gonna
milligram
find
of
out.
Delta 9 is equivalent to 10 milligrams of Delta 8. So that's why you see the differences. That's why you see somebody that did 10 milligrams of a gummy and somebody that had a 50 milligram gummy.
Oh,
It's
so
Delta
it's
8
a
versus
variety
Delta 9.
of weed.
Yeah.
Does it matter what we get them in? Because like sometimes we have sour worms, sometimes we have gummy bears. We've seen nerds.
Nerds?
Yeah, she got
How
a
they
nerd
put
stick.
it in nerds?
It was a nerd stick.
Not me.
It was the little nerd stick.
So that comes with the different ways of making the product.
Okay, because I used to.
Yeah, she used to bake.
You used to bake and you use oil.
And made the oil myself.
Right. And,
Or the butter.
But the butter, yeah.
but it tastes like weed
Yeah, it did.
or earth, as some people say.
Yeah.
So there's a different way that you can make products, and you can use it in a scientific way. And we use isolates,
Yes.
and you extract the isolates, and that's why you got those products that don't taste like earth. They taste like good candy, and you like, oh, these were so good. Oh my God, I took about 10 of them, and next thing you know, you naked somewhere or stuck and can't move. So
what do you
that's
prefer?
the difference. What do I prefer?
Do you do microdoses or do you do a whole?
I microdose because I can
think
keep
that's
a
the safest
consistent level throughout the day. So I'll take my microdosing is maybe different from somebody else's. I take a
Yeah.
half every 2 or 4 hours.
Oh, you
And
keep it track?
Oh yeah, for sure. Every 2 or 4 hours, I'll be
Them
like,
animals be taking our asses because I've lost
Y'all,
track.
maybe
once
y'all
we
need
take
to
them.
microdose and like not do as
Cause
much.
like, okay, so 1-2, somebody told us that we need to quit like doing them sporadically. Like we just doing for holidays or like when we going out. We not a consistent.
nah,
animal taker.
don't believe that. You still want to microdose because if you pop a whole one, you don't, and you're not one of those people that can handle that dosage. You're gonna have a roller coaster. Because that's what you're going to be on.
It's so true.
You're going to be in a roller coaster.
Britt, tell him about your edible experience.
We
What
doing
you had
experiences?
first?
Why
What
don't
you had first?
The first one or the?
was in college.
Yeah, the first
So
one.
the first one was not with an edible. It was smoking. So like we went to the local college drug dealer at the time. And he's doing so good at night.
Yeah, shout out
He's
to
this wonderful real estate agent, and he is like so different now. And I don't want to call his name out because I don't know if he wants that part of his life to be known. But we went to the local college drug dealer's house, and
I wasn't their friend at
they
the time.
weren't. She wasn't. And we went over there because we knew them.
Yeah, we
we
knew
was just
them.
going over the house just to go. And so he gave us like a little amount of weed. Like at that time, do they still call them like dime sacks, nickel sacks?
Yeah, that was old school.
Yeah, bitch.
About a dime.
That's what we got a dime.
$3 now, baby.
It's 3 5s and up.
$3.
That is what we.
They
That's what
barely
we went
selling
over there to
the
get a
$3.
dime.
My boys want a 7 now.
What does that even mean? What does that
So
even
confusing
mean?
right now.
Anyways,
need to know.
so we went over there to get a dime sack, and he rolled the weed up because we didn't know how to roll that shit either. And so I smoked it. Jennifer, did you?
No, I left. I had a dick.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So I smoked it,
It's
and the
always
other
about a nigga.
I left.
Always about a nigga.
yesterday.
You got to get it in.
And I didn't feel anything until I was walking out.
Yeah, and she
And-
came home.
I thought I saw the devil, and the devil was coming after me. I saw him in the tree.
Remember, I had a whole dick appointment, and he'll beating on the door, and then so I opened the door. Where her keys was, I have no idea. But she-
What part of the dick appointment were you in when she knocked off this plane?
He wasn't. Was he still there?
Was he there?
No,
he had
wasn't.
left.
He had left.
And so she came in, and she was like, "The devil is behind me."
I was
Keep in
running,
mind
y'all.
that we have nicknames for people. So at that time, we didn't have the devil friend, but we met the devil after.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking it's a nickname she done gave somebody,
No.
like somebody's after her. And she hiding in the closet.
I jumped in her closet,
I'm
and I was like, I closed the door.
Yes.
And I was like, it's coming,
It's coming. And I'm like, what the fuck happened while I was gone? Like,
Did you see it? Okay.
I saw
Don't
him in
do
the
that.
trees. I saw him in the trees. And so it scared me so much because I was like, is it allowing me to tap into this part of myself that I may have a gift with where I can communicate with spirit? Is that what I'm doing? Because it's so, I want to see God too, but I just don't want to see the devil. And then I was like, well, then is weed the devil? Like, is that the devil's drug? Is that what he
devil's
Wow.
lady, says the old
Yeah,
people
like
say.
it was a
The
very
devil's
scary
lady, says the
experience.
old
But
people
I
say.
didn't stop. And so because they was like, smoke it again. You know, you need to do it again so you can get used to it.
when
and
she
every
was grown.
no, in college.
Yeah, she smoked one of my
Oh,
doobies while I
yeah.
was in college. And
Yeah.
that's when she told us cats were sent from the FBI.
They
And
are.
they had little chips.
You a cold comedian when you high.
No, but
She
they
did.
were.
I came home. I had a little doobie left, and she had smoked it, and I had went and had family dinner. So when I got home, I'm like, okay, what the fuck?
Wow.
And she
It
literally told me
was.
she's
No, but y'all, it allows me to tap into levels in my mind that, you know, you don't normally have access to. It allows me to think in a deeper way, but sometimes
Y'all
I turn the
don't
thoughts
offer
off.
Brittany shit. Don't offer her shit. 'Cause
Them
why the
cats, let me tell you, let me explain because I am still
And the
believe
fact
that.
that she still remembers this.
Oh,
Them
yeah,
cats,
I'll
this
never forget
breed of
that.
cat was created by the government, okay? And it was supposed to be a spy, okay? So it was, no, I'm serious, y'all. This, they merged two breeds together. And no one, it's a mystery about where the actual cat came from. But they can't breed it so it have certain characteristics and do certain things to get in certain places.
This could be a movie.
Oh,
It
Lord.
was, our life could
And
be a
then
movie, babe.
another thought was like, you know, people who have multiple personality, right? And them schizophrenics and stuff like that. Those different personalities are individual people inside of one host
Girl,
body.
the fact you sitting there
Right.
explaining this shit to
So
make yourself
what
feel better about
happens-
tweaking on them edibles.
What happens to if the person dies? Do they go to hell, heaven? Like, where do all the souls go?
How did you get here? Have
Lord
you been
Jesus.
smoking? Yeah, you're the type of person that will ruin the session. That's
Yeah,
why I
give
don't
us some
smoke with
water.
other
Don't
people.
do that.
Because she one of the people that's thinking. Like, I just feel like this is something you do to relax yourself.
Yeah.
No.
And I feel like you should just do it. When we went to LA, so the first time we went to LA as a girls trip, we went to a dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
We tried peanut butter cookies.
Uh-huh.
They did some sour straws, and I want to say some gummies. And then
I
we
was
tried
asleep.
the pre-rolls. And so initially they ate one, and they were fine. And we ended up going to West Oaks Mall, and I'll never forget because they had a great Target
It
inside
wasn't
of there.
Target, I
And
remember
we
that.
went to Roscoe's. So we went to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. We ate, and then we went
We
to
did?
West Oaks Mall.
Yeah, we went to
And
Roscoe's.
we went to.
Forgot?
That's why we went to eat.
I thought that
because
was when we were
needed to-
normal.
No, we did. We ate because we were gonna start. We were gonna start smoking and drinking. So we was like, okay, well, we'll go to Roscoe's. We'll eat. They took a little bite. We went in the mall, and I could tell in my body, it was like, oh, we're just really relaxed. And we were just joking and playing, and we got in the car, and they were like, oh, we don't feel nothing. We're going to take another one. But as they're saying that, we are laughing about nothing. We are literally in the car joking and laughing about nothing.
Yeah.
So they take another one. Me and our other homegirl are like, y'all are tripping. Like, y'all just don't understand. This is going to hit y'all. And so they're like, no. They eat a whole sour strip thing.
The whole.
And then they eat a whole one.
This ain't
We
the
didn't
whole
know
one.
nothing about no
We
This
didn't
ain't
know
the
because
whole
let me
one.
tell you, that was our first dispensary
We didn't know
experience.
that.
That had been our first time going to the dispensary. And I
It
had
was so
researched it because I
exciting
was a
in there.
very super Nipsey fan. I loved what he did. And being a Nipsey fan got me into dispensaries and learning about it. All I knew at that point was just weed. And I'm from Dallas. They
Yeah,
were
yeah,
still
yeah.
smoking corn.
Yeah.
So all I knew was that. Yeah, they were still on corn. So all
What
I
was
knew
that?
But learning about Nipsey and his dispensary, that's how I got
Okay.
into learning the different elements of it, thinking about the business aspect of it and legal. So we had probably made it from West Oaks Mall, probably like another 20 minutes. and everything changed in a matter of 20 minutes. I've never in my life found life to be so funny and so serious at one time. So we get to the house, and y'all, we had an Airbnb. And so we get into this Airbnb, and we park up on the sidewalk, and we go in the house. Now, the house is nice-ish.
No,
But somebody lived there. It was somebody's home that made it an Airbnb. So we
It was
go
like
inside,
kind of like in the hills.
in the hills, and it was
Yeah.
beautiful surrounding and all of that. And so we did not. I think we hadn't realized that the edible had took us at that point. So we were literally on 1,000. So we go in the bathroom. It's a dirty towel in the bathroom. We go in the kitchen. We never even bring our bags in. We never bring our bags in the house because that's how fucked up we are. So we go in the house, we sit down, and we're immediately panicking because we're like, this house is not going to work for us because
And
we
then
scared.
had locked doors.
It had a locked door, so we thought it was ghosts and they were watching us. By now, Jenny is over us. She's sitting in the living room
You
on
was
the
the
phone,
only one?
talking to a dude. She was sitting there talking to a dude like they
She don't
tripping.
play.
She don't do that when we go out of town.
Yeah.
She the sober one, but it worked. Think about that because it works in our favor. 10 minutes later, there is a woman outside in a Honda SUV, and to this day, I'm gonna stand on my motherfucking word. That bitch was outside taking pictures of us, recording us outside of that
I
house.
didn't understand the purpose.
That
I
lady-
first didn't know she was real.
So
Yes,
real.
now look, I'll tell you from the sober aspect. of
Okay.
what
It was a woman
really
outside.
happened. You know, from a. But we gonna let Brittany.
No, go ahead.
So after that,
I don't
this
wanna
is where
talk
Brittany
about it.
gonna tap in after that. So we go in and we decide we can't stay here. The edible has now taken us. We think the woman is recording us. We think the house is haunted. They talking about ants in the kitchen.
It was
counter.
ants in the drawers. It was.
So me and our other friends sit outside and we sit on the patio and we try to smoke this pre-roll. That was the first time I had ever had flavored. I guess you want to say like flavored weed. So we had tried something called lemonade. And
Okay.
so we were experiencing it for the first time because that was our first time in LA being able to. And from what I thought, this was going to be completely different. I did not think different to the point that it was going to be such an experience and such a long experience. So we get there, and y'all, by now, we
I
come
wanna
back in the
ask
house.
Jennifer.
All we hear is her crying.
Wait a minute.
Shirt off.
Hold on. Jennifer, what was the woman telling you? Because what did she say to you?
Wait, I'll tell y'all from the sober because
Wait, she
Apparently,
what
she,
y'all
she was
experienced.
outside. She was crying. By the time me and her came, because we heard them in the house, and we like, bitch, stay in there crying. She was in there crying and going back and forth.
I don't
Shirt
remember
was
that.
off. Alyssa and them was on the couch talking about, I just wish that we could just get high. And so me and Whitney like, well, I just don't think y'all are as high as y'all are. But at that point, we were high, they were high, and I think we were so worked up and so emotional because we could not control ourselves. She started talking about she was a chicken. We couldn't live there no more. We asked Jennifer to find somewhere, so we leave.
But Sinitra was barking.
Yeah, we no names,
She
but
was.
she was barking. She was
yeah.
barking because we could not take the experience. It was so, and as fun as it was so scary because you could not. That's why I don't like edibles because we could not tap out of it. We
yes,
couldn't
right.
wait, and we needed to because we had to get a whole nother Airbnb. But we could not get out of it because we were so tapped in. We were there. We got there on a Wednesday.
wild.
I don't think the edible got out of us till we were in Vegas on that Saturday.
Yeah, I don't think
Oh,
so.
y'all had too much THC.
But we didn't know. It was a
Yeah,
sour strip, a
for sure.
cookie, and something
Oh,
else.
y'all had all that.
Yeah, because nothing happened initially. Initially,
was
nothing
a horrible
happened.
I bet
That
it
was
hit y'all
so-
hard.
It did. It did, Jenny.
Mind you, I had taken Tony used to cook weed brownies in college.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so like I had
Yeah.
some of that and it didn't make me feel crazy. I actually had like the most amazing sex. It was just awesome with my husband. And it was really, really good. Not, you know, we got
Yeah,
nicknames, bitch.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want nobody to think I had a husband, but
Y'all
that was
ain't
my husband in
crazy.
college. That was my husband.
They ain't
And
crazy.
so I had positive experiences with, you know, her brownie in college. So I didn't think it was going to be that big of a deal.
Sidebar though, I have heard that smoking and like having weed affects the sex. And like women shouldn't have weed before because it makes it dry. Is that true?
No,
true.
that's dry.
Yeah, try. They said
Just how you
smoking
get
before
cotton mouth.
it make it have cotton mouth. Yes, we did hear that.
That
I've seen
punani
Well,
it.
got
in
the
my
cotton
experiences with weed and sexual encounters, it's always been
Shut the fuck up. What, Brittany?
excellent.
That punani got the cotton mouth.
I ain't never had a punani with cotton mouth.
They said we did. We seen it on. I researched it that gives the woman. It dries a woman
It
up.
happened to
She
me.
may not be
First
hydrated.
Enough.
No, even when I have been high and like tried to give head, I had to like physically force myself to produce saliva.
That's my sign
Yeah.
that it's good weed. If I get cotton mouth, that's good weed. It do. If it give you cotton mouth, bro, I am boy. This is
Some of them
gas.
do give you
Okay,
cotton mouth.
Jennifer, now can you answer, please? What did the lady say to you? I really want to know. What did
Well,
she
She was
say?
so okay.
You
so
was crying?
no, I'm
She
sober.
doesn't do anything.
Oh, you was sober.
I was sober.
Then she
I don't
didn't-
even
she
remember them. Shut up, bitch. I don't even remember them
No.
going to the dispensary. Like I slept all of that, so I don't remember none of it.
She was
I'm
a sleepy
sleeper.
bitch
She's
though,
a
at
sleeper.
that point.
Yeah.
She's gonna get her vacation.
I'm gonna give me a nap. So, when we got to the Airbnb, like I said, they had been taking stuff. So when I seen them taking it in the car, I'm thinking, oh, they went to the store and got candy and they ain't even offer a bitch none. So they just taking the shit. I'm like, oh, okay, well, good. I didn't want no candy. But we get to the house or whatever, and like, it is a ball of emotions there. The locked door, yeah, it was a locked door, but I don't feel like they was hiding nothing or nobody was behind it or nothing, but the ants didn't see them in the drawers. So I'm just sitting
It
in
was
the
some
living
ants on that drawer.
room,
I think it was
just
some
like, so yeah, these hoes is tripping. And here, these bitches is tripping. Like, I don't know what was in that candy. So I'm thinking only Whitney and Tony, the only one smoking. I'm like, so nobody else, what's wrong with everybody else? And they like, we had some candy. I was like, in the car, it was candy. They was like, yes. And I said, the candy is making y'all act like this? And they was like,
must have
yes.
been
And then by
bad.
that time, topless over here. I'm hot.
It's because it's so.
I'm hot. Just rips off her top, and they're crying on the couch, and I'm like,
I want to be
I
unhigh.
want to be unhigh, and I'm like,
I've been there.
okay,
I've been
Because
there.
I want
we
to
got
ask
to
you
get
about
this
that.
together. And so then I go outside, and there is a woman there. I did take pictures
Okay.
of the woman. There
I
is a
told
woman
y'all
there.
It was a woman outside taking
I
pictures
don't
of us.
think she was video. I think maybe she was a realtor or something.
But she had on a post office uniform.
She
No,
did
she
not
didn't.
have on a post office
That, like,
uniform.
she was in
She had a
regular
Jerry
plain
curl.
clothes. No, she wasn't in a ponytail.
I still have this picture.
You
I
do?
still have it. Yeah. This lady
Swear
was.
to God.
I do. And then I went out because, like she said, nobody ever got their bags out.
What
So
did she
I'm
say
like,
to you?
I'm going to get my stuff. And so we went outside, and I don't remember who I went outside with, but I went outside, and, you know, Lay was out there, and she's, I guess, I don't know what she was doing. She could have been robbing people. I don't know. But she was taking pictures or, like, a video or whatever.
I told y'all.
And then
I told y'all.
I'm getting my stuff out, and she's like, or do y'all stay here? And we was like, no. And then she was like, well, do y'all live here? And we was like, no, this is the
Did she
Airbnb.
have to come in for a tour?
And yeah, that's what she asked. Could she come in? And we was like, nah, we don't know. Like a whole bunch of black girls. We don't know you, bitch. Like we don't know you, ma'am, we don't know you. So she drives off, and we go in the house, and they can't get. It's a ghost in here. We
I
heard
think that's why that
something.
man put us out. I think that's why that man told
And
us to leave.
so we had to.
What man?
The Airbnb man told us it would be
Oh,
best if we left.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said he will find us another
Another
thing.
pla- yeah,
Well, I had
another
to
place.
send pictures, and then she had to pretend to be me
So
because
it
I couldn't
was
form
dirty.
words.
It was dirty. We literally, by the time we got to Vegas on that Friday, were begging to be unhigh.
Yeah,
I don't
it
remember
was a
driving
very-
to Vegas because I was asleep that whole time.
That was a very horrible experience. I did turn into a chicken. I did like cluck.
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
I flapped my
Full
wing,
Mm-hmm. Full on.
topless.
Is
So
it recorded? Where's the recording?
And let me tell you
No.
something. Before we went to Vegas, I had only had one edible experience. We had made some brownies, and the person who made the brownies accidentally put all of the oil in the brownies. And so I'll never forget, we both was like, God, if we get past this, we'll never
Pray
do
to
I done
God.
said that too
edible
before.
again. And we would go. So I had already made up in my mind that this is an uncontrollable aspect, so I wouldn't want to do it. So, well, while we're talking about truths, we finna get in your business. Welcome you to the Real Chat to see how you tap in from the edible and
Okay.
this into your personal life.
Sure.
So my first question is, Do you date women that smoke, or do you not like women that smoke and do edibles? Because
That's a good one.
I don't like the smoking aspect for women. Just because I don't like the taste of smoke when you kiss. I mean,
That makes sense.
that's my only thing. I don't mind smoking, but not a smoker. I rather a girl that does edibles, to be honest.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, interesting.
Really? So you don't have any biases towards that?
Not really.
Okay,
Nah.
good.
As long as you're not doing no cracker, no heroin.
No hair
You know what I'm
on.
saying?
You on real drugs?
No
You're-
Not no
crack,
meth.
no coke.
None of that.
Is
I don't
coke
like,
off
I don't
the
like
line?
coke off the line.
Okay.
That's
She
another.
can't be a bumper. No,
Nah, I don't
No
like.
party
I don't
over
like
here.
bumpers.
Party girls.
I don't like you want
So
to bump.
all you ladies that like a little.
What
sugar
about
booger-
mushrooms? You date somebody that
Yeah, for sure.
Have
Mushrooms.
you ever done mushrooms?
I have. I
And
have.
what was
wow.
that
I heard
experience
somebody
like?
say
Because
you should do a date
me and
night
my
like
brother
that.
were talking about
No.
doing
Yeah,
that.
somebody did tell me you should do a date night. Like, if you ever want to have a good date night, you and your date should take a mushroom and have a whole date
Well,
night.
can you first explain what a mushroom is, and then tell us your experience?
Sure. You have different type of mushrooms. You have wellness mushrooms that help you like medicinally, and then you have mushrooms that take you on space trips, and those
See, that's
usually
what I'm
have
scared of.
psilocybin. I forgot how to say the word, but it's some P word and ends with an N, but I just know how to say it. I just know what it looks like. And usually those are in Amanita, mascaras, penis. I think it's penis envy and
Look, lean
What's
in.
the
What's that?
I need to know.
I forgot what the third one is, but those are usually the popular ones that make you go on a space trip.
Where are they grown? Like, can you find them in the wild?
Yeah, for sure.
What can we get the penis envy from?
Bitch, please. She makes me sick.
Do they dehydrate them?
They dehydrate them. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
They dehydrate them. They prepare them because you have to prepare them because it's a fungus and it can
It
damage
kill
you.
you.
If you have too much, it can put you in the hospital.
wow.
I want y'all to hear what he keeps telling y'all in this episode. Having too much.
Yeah, we need to put a
It's
disclaimer.
dangerous.
Look, we need to put a disclaimer on
Having
there.
too much will do what?
It will put you somewhere
Thank
in the
you.
hospital.
You overindulge.
Yeah.
Is that for mushrooms or edibles?
Well, if you have too much edibles, your mind just gonna play tricks on you. But if you have too much, I mean, don't have too much either. Cause do it in moderation. Know your limit. It's like alcohol.
How do
know
you
your
find
limit.
your limit?
Oh, you gotta go past.
doing
You gotta go. You gotta
not
become a
ever-
chicken. You gotta become a chicken. You gotta be in a pigeon coop. You gotta see the trees moving around. You can't drive.
Oh my God, I cannot drive. I
We-
swear,
So
the first
once we
time.
went to LA, we told ourselves we were never gonna do edibles again. So we literally let it go.
Uh-huh.
And then probably once we turned a little bit after 30-ish, we would, like we say, that's a tradition for her birthday.
Okay.
That's a tradition for her
I don't
birthday.
give a shit.
Make
We
sure
had
y'all
one
get-
like 2 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I know before God, I could feel my heart in my hand. I feel my heart. I did 20 from Nomad by the Galleria all the way to Gulfgate. 20.
Miles an hour?
20 miles an hour. And I took the
Sometimes-
streets home. I was scared. When I
Some-
got home tonight, I told that nigga, I say, bro, I can't even fight with you tonight. I can feel my heart in my body.
It happened to me twice.
Really?
Yeah. The first time I was driving home, and back in the day, when you smoke your singles, you had the windows up, you jam and screw, and you just driving. I was fogged out. I was like, man, I'm so high.
And they're talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Whenever I tell myself, like, bro, I'm too
And-
high, that's scary to me.
This wasn't on no gummy. This was just some good weed that I got.
Mhm.
I had got some good weed, and I had too much, and I started hearing voices. I had to pull
See,
over.
hell no.
And I had to like get out the car, sit there, and like at the girlfriend at the time, I called her. I said, "Hey man, can you come pick me?" Cause like I'm tripping. But that was the first time. But the second time was on that 100% THC oil that I took. I was
you
like,
said that.
never take more than the actual dose on 100% THC oil. Or you're just gonna have a bad day.
You could have a bad
Yeah.
So with the mushrooms, you've taken those before.
Yeah, for sure.
So then what happens and like what is that sensation?
Well, so the space, what I call a spacey sprockets. Right? If you know the
Spacey
spacey
sprocket.
sprockets.
Okay.
So if you know the Jetsons back in the day, but
Yeah.
never mind. But
Wait, I just thought about what you just said.
Yeah, the spicy sprockets.
No, I
Yeah.
don't want nothing like that.
Nah, but it's not like that. It's actually a good experience. Like it
Do
promotes.
you have to be calm? Because they say, like, however you are, when you take it, it's going to be amplified. So, no?
So I wasn't amplified. What happens first is you feel a warmth. Like you get a warmth.
That's too much. Go back old school. Bring the gas back.
It gives you
I
a
don't think the
warmth.
devil was inside me.
And then you just have this happy attitude. You just have this. One thing that I do when I'm on shrooms is listen to music. It's just a beautiful experience.
Is this something you can still be productive on?
Oh yeah, for sure,
Oh, okay.
for sure. Now what I like to do is I have products that have mushrooms and weed in it, and that
Oh Lord.
is
Babes,
like definitely
this man
more
has tapped into some
beautiful
other shit.
experience. I would give everybody a mushroom and weed gummy if I could. That's how beautiful of an experience it is. Now, I've never had too much of that. I never like kind of had too much or had passed my threshold on that. I just had enough for me to.
But you got to eat half the mushroom?
Well, me on my dose, I take holes of those.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Does it go off your body weight?
Bold.
Because, you know.
nah, it's your endocannabinoid system. Like, but I'm pretty sure you got some guys that have more meat on them that can take more of a gummy, but it's some guys that cannot, and they're that size. You know what I'm saying?
Is this the industry that you want to, like, is your goal? Because I know they have, like, it's an organization called Black Women That Smoke and Black Women in Weed. I think that's what it calls. Shout out to them. Shout out to Sydney. I really want to say this Black Women That with Weed, and I'm gonna tag them below also as well. Do you want to create a community that educates our people on the safe aspects of it, how to like incorporate this into their everyday life where it doesn't distract, or is this something that, because like for me, I wish it would stay secret society. I wish it wasn't so commercialized. Are you on the fence about it, or how do you want to incorporate this into 2024?
Well, considering the medical benefits of it, because there are medical benefits of both, I guess you can call them vegetables.
Plants.
Yeah. I think people need to be educated because it helps with people with mental health issues. It helps people with chronic pain. It helps people with their attitude. I mean, of course, in moderation, you don't want to take too much to where you're like at the intoxicated side where you can't move, but it does help. I mean,
do you think it could also be a gateway though for those people maybe that are predisposed?
I never agree when people say that.
So I don't either because it's not like how the high you produce when you drink alcohol, because the chemical, you now changing the chemical composition. This is attaching to stuff that THC is already in you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Really?
THC lives in you because it's part of your endocannabinoid system. So when you increase your THC levels, that's where they can be like, oh, you failed your drug test because you had your THC levels in there.
Yes.
But your THC levels go back down when you don't have cannabis or things that make your THC levels grow. So they measure your threshold of THC because it's already in you. Yeah. So, but again, the medical aspect of it, I'm all about education. I'm all about promoting the health benefit side of it because it is a medicinal plant.
I have a question. So you know that drug dealing as a profession is typically looked down upon.
Street pharmacists.
Yeah, street pharmacists. Typically looked down upon because
Community leaders.
Yeah. Because of what they are doing to the community, and they're selling products that don't have the best effects on the community. But you, being a legal drug dealer, do you still face judgment when you tell people that you sell edibles?
So I kind of break it down in two categories. You got the chemical side of drug dealing, and then you got the plant side of drug dealing, like weed, marijuana, cannabis, hemp.
So you look at yourself as a
plant.
scientist?
I'm a bushman. I'm a shaman.
Oh, okay.
I'm a witch doctor.
Oh, you be telling bitches this when they ask you what you do for a living?
Well, what you do for a living?
I'm a bushman.
I'm a witch doctor.
I wonder what he does for a living.
I'm
girl.
the I'm
He
the
told
I'm
me he
the
was a
I'm the
bushman.
He told
I'm
me he was a
the
witch
what they
doctor.
call the healers in the village in Africa. I forgot what they called them.
So you think you're a holistic healer?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Sure.
So do you face judgment though? Have people?
I mean,
like,
sometimes I do a lot of gigs at events and vendor pop ups and what else concerts and all sorts of things, right? So my last event, I was talking to a different, I guess, demographic of people, and I don't really want to describe the demographic because the demographic of the users are totally different. But this particular group, they weren't as open or do any recreational use on.
Because they were probably old school. You got to think about it. Our parents, when they think about it, they think about one, not getting a job. They think about it being
On
a
that reefer.
gateway. Yeah, on that reefer, you can't handle nothing. You smell like weed. You lost your mind. And it's going to make you crazy. So what do you think one aspect could help to change their mindset about it?
And
Because
what
I
did
do
your
think a
parents-
lot of
I was just
older...
gonna say
What did your
that.
parents say
Yeah.
when they found out?
Yeah.
That's funny. So I had a meeting with my mom and my dad.
A meeting.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
nice.
You had a meeting.
Because
You had a PowerPoint.
I didn't have a PowerPoint, but I showed them my idea and my logo.
Your
and-
business plan.
Yeah, all that. And so when I told them what it was, they were like, my dad was like, what about the legal side of it? My daddy was like, I can't, what, this is this legal? Oh, that's all he could, legal.
Yeah, because they old school.
And I already presented to him that it was legal. And I gave him the bill that supported everything that I'm doing. This is let him know, hey, I'm not doing nothing illegal. I ain't. First of all,
Yeah.
I'm not going to jail because
I was just to
There's
say
that
he ain't going.
I can't share showers with. Never mind. So
Jail ain't
I
me.
love women. I love women. But anyway,
Yeah, leave it.
no, not at all. So my dad had some concerns, but my mom was like, because my mom's an MD, she was like, yes. What do you need?
Oh,
What
wow.
help? Yeah.
Really?
Oh, for sure. Because typically the medical doctor industry, they know the medical benefits of the plant.
Yes.
They know the plant. They know what the plant can do, and they
Yeah.
know that it's not. They know this in the medical industry because they're giving it to patients. You understand what I'm saying? They're giving it to cancer patients. They're giving it to people with genetic neurological issues.
Yeah.
They're giving it to all kinds of people to help them with their ailments. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's my aspect of it. I don't think it's a gateway. I think when you start dipping and dabbling into the chemical side of things, that's your gateway
Yeah.
because I've tried some things in my past and I know the difference between the highs. Your green high, your vegetable high is you can actually control it.
Yes.
When you on that chemical, once your brain says
Let loose in your
I
body.
need this, then you become addicted and you become
That's why you gotta stop.
Yeah,
That's
so-
why you gotta.
I
you
have a
gotta
question.
open it.
Yeah.
Off camera, you told us that you were a parent.
I am.
So, would your kids know?
Oh yeah, my sons know.
So-
We've had discussions about trying it and partaking because they're teenagers
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Right,
Edibles,
right.
tell you something.
Yeah.
for real.
Edibles are huge.
They're
At the
a-
school.
In the
At the
schools,
school, I'm at
yeah,
a middle
exactly.
school level, and the vaping and the edibles, like they banned kids bringing snacks in because
Yes.
they were
For
bringing
sure.
in
'Cause
so
they
many
copycat.
edibles
Mhm.
Right.
and getting fucked up at
At
school.
school.
Mhm.
So me and my son, he's 18. He's about to graduate this year, and we had a conversation about marijuana use because I caught him a couple times with the cherry eyes, and I was like, "Homie, come here! Like, what's going on? Like, what was
You got the pink
you,
eye.
you farted in your pillow or something? What's going on? Like, come here. Let me. Is it funny? Oh, it's funny. Oh, I know where you at. So I don't promote that use for his age.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say
Yeah,
what
don't-
the age
Yeah,
wise.
I don't think that their brains are ready for that at that age. I mean, they feel good and laugh and giggle, yeah, but it's other things that happen.
I
And your
agree.
brain is developing, and you don't want to mess with
And the
brain
other
development.
aspects of it. I always, my biggest thing was I didn't do it young because I couldn't pay for it myself. That was my biggest
For
thing.
sure.
My biggest thing was that I never wanted to use any money that my parents gave me
Mhm.
to buy the weed. So if I didn't have money of my own that I had, then it was a no. And I never wanted to be the one to give weed to like my little sister or my little cousins.
Mhm.
If they ever smoked, it would have been something that they've tried on their own.
For sure.
Even if we was in a setting together, it wasn't gonna be me giving it to them. You needed to come at your own. And if it ever felt at any time this was taking priority over life, then I was just
Yeah,
gonna
for sure. They don't know how to
Stop.
regulate those decisions.
I agree.
Or knowing not to
And then
drive
people-
with it, going to work
People
with it,
play with
smelling
stuff
like it.
all the time.
Yeah.
Like kids put stuff in stuff nowadays, and you
Oh, for
just
sure.
don't-
Yeah, mixing and stuff.
mixing and stuff.
I'ma
Try
tell
to
you-
be more higher.
I'm gonna tell you. So the experience at the event that me and my son had, like, I saw a vape in his room, and it fell out his pocket. And you know, being a dad, you go in your son's room and you conversate, joke, whatever. And I looked, and I was like, I know that's not no marijuana vape. And I grabbed it, and he didn't know I grabbed it because he was on the game. I picked it up, looked at it. I said, "What's this?" He said, "It's my friend's." I said, "Oh, you holding it for him, huh?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "You must thought I was born yesterday." I said, "Son, I was born, but I wasn't born last night. So come here and let me holler at you." So I went through this whole spiel of how much he paid for it. He said he paid $40 for it. I said, you a fucking dumbass. You paid $40? Yeah, I was like, you paid $40 for this shit? I said, boy, this costs $19.19. I said, whoever that is that you got that from, that ain't your friend. That ain't your homie. Taking your money.
Yeah,
That's
he
number
knew.
one. Yeah, for sure. Then number two was, don't be doing this shit. You're not ready for it.
Yeah.
You're not ready for it yet. I ain't saying you can't do it now. I mean, I'm not saying that
Later.
you can't do it, but that's why there's college. You know what I'm saying? I promote
right.
21
That's
and
why
up
there's
to
college.
purchase my products. I'm just putting that out there.
Well, we have to wrap things up, but I want everyone to know, like, what all do you have in your product
Yes,
line?
yes.
Yeah,
So-
what products
Let us
do you have?
I have a variety of products. I have my own products, of course, my own gummy products, and this is the best product that I have. It's better than any product that I resell from other vendors. Again, this is my
He
own
get free
product.
promo, y'all. Y'all know how I feel about promo, but my boy been talking this shit. So
Those are
when-
the doggy
let us.
ones.
You
Yes,
can show.
yes.
Can we show? Can we show one of it on camera?
No.
Okay, y'all.
Okay.
We gonna post y'all.
We'll
the
post
video
about it.
hour.
But I have gummies that are Delta 8, and they're my best product. I have Delta 9 products too that have mushrooms in them. I also have the medicinal side of things where there's no elevation, and those are just regular wellness mushrooms. So if you're not somebody that's into the marijuana use, I also have another side of my products, which I do sell battery vapes, and because I do sell vapes. And my battery vapes are beautiful looking vapes.
Are they like rechargeable or something?
They're rechargeable.
Oh, okay.
You put the cartridges in them.
You buy your cart, you put the cartridge in the vape, and you put it in there. It's like it's got lights on it. It's real nice.
Oh, cool, man.
And then I have vaporizers for social gatherings, and then
What is that?
What? You put it in the plug, like a plug-in?
it's like a plug-in lava lamp, right?
Oh.
And
And you getting everybody high. This is-
everybody, it
gotta
take this
get-
much. It take this much.
Everybody get.
What the fuck? I've
Yo.
never
Yeah.
heard of this in my
Y'all,
life.
Wait,
how
wait,
did
wait.
you? What in the world, y'all? It's a whole new level out here, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a really good video, and we actually gonna do
Yes.
a Tony with it to you about
I
it,
want to know.
so we can
we'll show
let you know what's
For
really
sure.
going
Well,
on.
no,
So
I
how
have
can
one
they
other
find
oh,
you?
okay, go ahead.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at Cannabis Pierre, or
It'll be right here.
y'all can find me online at cannabispierre.com.
Okay.
And if you DM me on Instagram, I do respond.
Yeah, he
And if, of course, you hit my site up and you go to my chat bot, I do respond. I do deliver. And
So there's no brick and mortar yet. So you
not yet. That's coming later. Maybe next year, hopefully this year, but next year will definitely be it.
Is this a fruitful business? Like, is this something that you can see yourself putting if you have a second job, or quitting your main job and doing this full time?
I do
is
have
it fruitful?
I do have a main job, and the plan is to retire within the next 2 years.
Wow.
Yeah. So it is fruitful,
Okay,
Even in
before-
Texas.
even in Texas.
Mm.
Okay, before we go, we have to give him his nickname.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to get a group chat nickname to be officially in the chat.
Yeah, so we can know what to name you when y'all.
And I know we talked about Daddy, but yeah, that ain't gonna work. And Master, that probably ain't gonna work either.
It's my cousin. So I don't want to call. I do not want to call him no daddy. I do not want to call him daddy, bitch.
At all.
Nothing.
So, not Master.
And not Master
not
either.
Master.
Oh my goodness.
So I don't know. What do you think?
Seeing that he's a light-skinned Q.
My line name is Cyborg, but
What is it?
What?
Cyborg.
What is that?
What
Is that
is-
a technology thing?
Like,
yeah,
like
it's a
human and
yeah.
robot.
Yeah, it's a technology thing.
The superhero.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Cyborg.
yeah,
How
no.
did that come up? Like, where did they get that from?
I can't really.
All right.
Okay, that definitely ain't gonna be.
Shout out to the Qs.
Yeah, that definitely ain't
Shout out
gonna
to
be
the
it.
Qs. We fuck with them the long way. Shout out to our people. What's gonna be his name? Come on.
I'm trying to think.
Because I'm just gonna call him Lil Pierre.
No, I'm gonna call him Happy Pierre, like Happy Eddie. You know how
like Wendy's husband.
Yeah, like Wendy.
On the housewives.
Happy Pierre. Happy Pierre.
Okay.
All right, Happy
Because he
Pierre.
giving the happy joy.
Okay.
Happy
Happy Pierre.
And he has wonderful energy too.
Yeah.
Awesome
Very
So
energy.
vibes.
when
I
we
love
first
this
came
one.
up, he was like, "I'm a hugger. We're gonna hug." I'm
Yeah,
like, "That's
awesome
like this
energy.
house."
Yeah, love the energy, love the business, love seeing this element and being able to tap into our black businesses. So we want to make sure that y'all follow with him. Y'all get on all his platforms, his website.
You have any events coming up?
Yeah, any events coming up where they can
I
come out
will
and
be
see you.
in Dallas at the hippie brunch event.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send-
that's
send my
February
people.
18th in Dallas. I don't have the details, but if you come to my site or my Instagram, you definitely see it. I usually post where I'm going to be at. You may see me at clubs like D-Bar or
have it
5
on
Central.
you.
You
and
be
I
having on you.
yeah, for sure.
You have them on you?
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay.
I'm always
You have been
Yeah,
a
he
great
had him at the
guest.
funeral, girl.
That's the perfect place.
I'm promoting happiness.
He was explaining all of the laid out.
Yes, he
One
has been
thing
Okay.
before you go, we talked about how to get there. Now, do you sell anything to get unhigh?
There we go.
yes.
Yes.
You can. So CBD oil can get you back to equilibrium. So if you're ever too elevated, go to your local, or you can call me. I'd rather you call me and buy some CBD from me. But if you do and you can't, and you got somebody that's local, just go ahead and get you some CBD and take maybe about 3 or 4 full drops.
Bitch, you just said in LA that you was.
I ain't
Why
the
not
same
be here?
person.
No,
I
she
ain't the
just
same
said
person.
2 birthdays ago she had to
Y'all-
drive 20 miles an hour.
But
to
for
get
y'all,
home.
for
I
y'all
love that,
birthday,
though.
make sure y'all fuck with me for y'all birthday.
Definitely.
Because it's gonna be some love given. for real.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you so much. This has been
Yeah,
informative.
I-
bitch.
It's really
Thank y'all.
been informative.
I still
Appreciate
am
it.
not, even what I've learned today, I ain't doing no goddamn edibles no more. But that, I'm glad you was able to give the information to the people.
Yeah.
Because
We
there
need to
are
cut
people
hers
who
in
need to
4.
be.
No, Tony needs to get the lava lamp.
Yeah.
Oh.
From her house,
gonna
so
do
when
a
Brittany come
demonstration.
over
I
there,
can do microdosing, maybe tiny in.
when Brittany
okay?
come over there, we can just.
But y'all, we
And we need to
glad
get
we
nephew
welcome him
some.
into
We need to
the-
get nephew
Yeah,
some.
we do need to get the dogs.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
shout
gonna
out
get
to the
some.
dogs for getting
And,
her.
and next, get some for bunnies, cause
She
Domino.
has a bunny.
I have
Oh,
a
the bunny can eat the product. So this is for cats and
That
dogs.
bunny is
Any
bad.
animal.
as
He's a
fuck.
bunny.
Her bunny bad.
They all are.
She do not listen. She do not listen.
That's
She
fine.
She be
yell at the
jumping too
bunny.
fast.
Yeah, she
That
has
be
to yell at
scaring
the bunny.
me.
The bunny is
She
wild.
moved too
You
fast.
see what type of shit I'm dealing with?
Her
Yeah, you
birthday
see why
is
we
on
need
the
to-
I see
on
what-
February.
I see why you
Look,
got
you
it.
got something for her birthday. Her birthday February 28th.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
I
I may
birthday
not be in
coming.
town February 28th because I got another gig.
Oh, he worldwide with
Okay.
Booked and busy.
Booked
Oh,
and
we got
definitely
a
busy.
gig. If you enjoy Zydeco, there's a gig on March 28th. I will be there. Check out my Instagram. I will be posting. Like I said, I'm out in the city. I'm trying to get worldwide, well not worldwide, but nationwide. And I appreciate y'all help.
We support.
All right, well, thank you.
I'm Tony B,
I'm B.
And I'm Jen Bunny.
and we are
The Group Chat
Don't
Live.
Bye,
forget
y'all.
to like, follow, subscribe. It's a like button down here, a heart over there, and make sure y'all follow tell a friend to join the chat with us.
All
And we
right.
are currently booking for the 2024 year. Make sure y'all book us, and the prices definitely went up.
Yep,
Bye,
we're
y'all.
looking for sponsors too.
Oh,
Yes, we are.
Sponsors.